welcome, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Under the Influence podcast.
Yeah, this episode 181.
181.
181.
As always, I'm Big Cuz,
I'm that guy PM.
and we are here again
We are here
for
for another week.
Another week, viewing,
Listening
pleasures.
and all that good shit.
Sorry for the delay. You know, if you around our area, you know the weather we've had.
Shit, we ain't had that bad of weather compared to the South.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we ain't there.
You see that shit happening in the flooding in Kentucky?
Nigga, it's been flooding everywhere.
I know.
But in Kentucky, yeah, that shit
Nigga, that was...
frozen.
Nigga, that shit was just wiping out. Then did you see the shit that happened in Detroit?
Yep.
Where the water main busted
Yep.
and flooded the shit and then froze?
Now you want to know some conspiracy about that?
What's that?
That particular neighborhood was a Hispanic neighborhood.
They wanted them to...
They iced them. Literally iced them.
Okay. Listen, I won't put nothing past nobody nowadays.
Nah.
I know I seen that motherfucking video though.
But I seen that shit and I thought the chick was just on some bullshit. And she was like, it's all the way up to the people's porches. I'm like,
Yeah.
porches? And I don't know which one this was, but I do believe it was in Detroit. And they were showing an apartment complex.
That was there too. Then the one,
Okay.
the other one, it was a neighborhood, and they was showing it, nigga, like they showed the shit flooding. Then they showed when it froze because it was so cold, the shit froze up.
Right.
Nigga, the shit was froze up over like motherfuckers' headlights on their cars.
Yes. Yeah. That shit was crazy, man.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Now we going through some shit around here, nigga, between the flooding and the crazy snow and the weather. There's somebody up there going crazy with the weather machine.
They are.
And the fucking somebody keep knocking airplanes out the goddamn sky.
God. Yes.
Nigga, it's been more airplane crashes in the last 8 months than I can like really remember damn near most of my life.
You know, the last recent one, I think it was either yesterday or the day before.
The one that crashed in Toronto?
It was a small plane.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I seen that one.
Okay. The two people on that plane, two particular people on that plane, they are the Hardys. They were that family that was trying to confiscate that land or take over that guy's land, his farmland.
Okay.
Trying to say that they're that property line
Yep.
shit. And it was them two.
That's crazy.
That's karma.
Cause did they jump out?
What, the plane?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Cause
But
was
they're
one
gone.
I saw one where the plane crashed and the two pilots were able to eject out of it and they was in stable condition.
Oh yeah, that's not them.
Okay. Then there's the other one I was gonna talk about, the Delta airline joint that ended up making an emergency landing in like Canada in Toronto somewhere.
I got that.
And like flipping completely over.
Flipped over, and everybody survived.
Everybody survived.
Yeah.
And they about to cut everybody on that motherfucker like a $30,000 check a piece for damages and
I mean, that's pennies for that company.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
If you can survive
for collateral damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shoot.
Yeah.
Kind of wish I was on it.
I said the same. I was like, everybody lived and they get 30 bands, but I know that was some scary shit.
It had to be.
Nigga.
Had to be.
When I used to fly out, I think I've talked about it on here, man. I used to fly all the time, man. And one of the last times I flew, I was coming back from Orlando, and I couldn't get a direct flight into Nap. So I got the flight went from Orlando to St. Louis, and I got a
Voucher.
whatchamacallit from St. Louis to here, a connecting flight.
Right.
But they put me on a plane that's probably as big as my house shoe. Because it's a fucking 30-minute flight.
Yeah.
Nigga, the plane was so small. It was one of the planes that's 2 seats on this side of the aisle and 1 seat on that side. It ain't even 2 other seats over there. Nigga, this plane was as big as this bottle of tequila. And that was the scariest shit I've ever been on in my life, bro.
Now, I've been on the same situation, but a little bit different. This is over in the islands.
Okay.
and we were
Yeah, you said you
going
had to fly from Island down
from
yeah.
island in a little jet, and the jet only had 2 seats on one side.
Yeah.
You know what on the other side?
What?
Chickens and
Oh
cargo.
my God. You fucked up.
Now it had like 10 rows. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
remember it had like a couple of rows where enough people can get on there. But yeah, that was a trip.
Nigga, that shit. If I'd have known what I knew now, as scary as that shit was, and I ain't a nigga that scared easy, bro. Like, nigga, that shit scared me.
I
Nigga,
probably loved it.
if I'd have known what I knew now, bro, I'd have rented a car and just drove home. Cause nigga, we riding and we was hitting. It was like some weird weather, and we was hitting these fucking air
Turbulent
pockets.
pockets, yeah.
And it felt like that goddamn plane was falling 100 feet at a time.
No,
nigga.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh my God.
My last trip to Vegas, when I took the plane to there, so it wasn't on the way there because I had a connecting flight in Denver. It was that one. When that motherfucker took off, they were like, "There's a storm ahead, and there's going to be heavy turbulence and winds, but we got it." And it didn't feel like he had it. Like you said, that one little, it feels like you dropped
100 feet.
Yeah.
And he kept hitting that shit. But it was the scariest 30 minutes I've ever been in my motherfucking life.
Hey, you ever seen the old Twilight Zone where that gremlin's out on the
Yeah,
wing?
was tearing the wing.
That's what
and nobody can see.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I could see out there on that wing because I always try to pick the wing
off.
see,
Yeah.
and I can just see the wing just flop, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
And
I'm done. It's over.
I had my it was me and my it was me and my first ex-wife at the time, because we had just came from, we was out in Florida and shit, and she's scared to death. I'm trying to be like the man, nigga, so I can't even like show I'm scared. Everything's gonna be alright. Nigga, I'm scared to death on the inside.
Heart palpitating.
My heart was in my nuts. It was in my nuts. That's where my heart went, to my nuts. That shit was terrible, bro.
Yeah.
That shit was terrible. I had never been on a little ass plane like that, man. Because most of the time, the other times I was usually like flying to California or like Texas. Something I was on them big fucking. And when we went to Florida and when we went back from Florida to St. Louis, we was on the big ass plane.
I think the biggest plane I've been on was like it had 3 seats, and would it be like 4 or 5
4 in the middle,
and then 3 more on the
yeah.
That's the biggest plane I've ever been
I was on one of them motherfuckers where it's the 2 rows you can go.
Yeah.
Up, yeah.
That shit is crazy.
Yeah, that plane is.
But I've never been on one of those. I call them bus planes where they have the
upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
I ain't never been on one either. I've been inside one, but I've never flown on one.
I don't think I've ever been inside one.
Yeah, I've been inside one.
Remember, we got teased in preschool. Actually, they took us on a trip. They used to take us on like firefighter houses, hospitals, and then they took us to the airport.
Yeah,
He allowed us to get on the plane. And shit, I thought we was really about to go somewhere.
Not at all.
I about to cry my ass off.
Nigga, when I was in elementary school, nigga, that firefighter house was the cheapest scapegoat field trip my school could muster up.
They let y'all go down the pole?
Nah, bro, you know my school was right down there.
Yeah.
There's a firehouse at the
Right
end of
here.
my street.
Yeah.
Nigga, almost every year I was in elementary school, we took a field trip where we just walked to the firehouse. We hung out with the firefighters for a little bit, ate some lunch, did some pole shit, and walked back to school.
See, they didn't let us do that. They didn't let us get on the pole.
And then it was trash for me because when school was out, I had to walk back down past this motherfucker to come home. And I walked to school and I made that journey 4 fucking times that day.
That's crazy, man.
And then, but the firefighters was cool to bitch though, because they knew me from coming. They knew me and a few of my other friends from coming to the field trips all the time.
Right.
So they'd be outside some days, you know, like washing the trucks and shit, and they'd see us and talk to us and give us pops and
I
shit.
about to say, give you pops
Yeah.
or trash bags.
Yep, because they had a. I think to this day, it's still they keep a vending machine, a soda machine, in front of the fire
Yeah.
station.
This one and the one on German Church.
Yeah.
Not German Church, but I mean, might as well say German Church. But across from German Church Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the motherfucking pops is like a quarter or some shit, 35
Well, they
cents.
50 cent now.
50 cent.
They went up now.
Okay.
They used to be 25 cents.
Mm-hmm.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And then you could pay like what, $2-3 for like what, 20 trash bags, big
Yeah.
ass trash bags, heavy duties
Yep.
and shit. But don't nobody like stopping over there.
Yeah, I'd still be hollering at them niggas when I be cause you know sometimes I take a like I walk to the In and Out and shit. And in the summertime, niggas be out there. They ain't doing shit. They be out there washing the fire truck and wiping down the ambulance and shit. I stop and holler at them. They still some cool niggas over there.
Now the one time I did get to go down the pole for the at the firehouse was we lived in Denver and we was part of this church and they had a program called the Royal Rangers.
Okay.
And it's kind of like fucking Boy Scouts and
Okay.
shit, but you get to miss church, so I that's why.
So yeah, I'm with it.
Yeah, every Sunday they have a little meeting during church, so I'm like, well, shit, I'm going there. But they had a field trip, and one of my guys' father, he was the actual firefighter, so he scheduled us to go there, and they allowed us to put out fires and go down the pole, and then they gave us. You ever had cowboy bread?
No.
Okay, I'll just ask because you're from the West Coast too. But they had a cowboy bread. It's like a cinnamon, sugary cornbread. It's good as fuck though. I can't describe it. Just they call it cowboy bread.
Okay.
But yeah, that was pretty cool back then. And shit, especially getting that, being able to put out the fires and rather than watching somebody do it. You know what I'm saying?
The good old days, man. Back, I don't even think they be having kids over there at the goddamn fire station.
I don't have Dalmatians anymore.
Nah, they don't.
We have no Dalmatians anymore. They're not. I don't think they're allowed to.
That's crazy work.
The cops can have
German
German
Shepherds.
Shepherds.
Fucking German Shepherds. We just went off on a rant. You got any RIPs?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I got one close RIP, Mr. Lee. He's my homeboy Ray Ray's uncle. You know what I'm saying? But I got to meet him because we used to always go over there and play poker on the regular.
Okay.
And Mr. Lee had you rolling. Mr. Lee was OG.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? His favorite thing to say is, "Oh, you got a pear? Pears of fruit." And he throw his shit out and take your money.
Hell no.
And he's like, hey, you need to play with somebody else because I don't play with myself. My girlfriend got a girlfriend. But nah, man.
Cool old player niggas.
He was cool, man. Mr. Lee was cool,
Nah,
man.
man, rest in peace,
Yeah,
Mr.
rest
Lee.
in peace, Mr. Lee.
Rest in peace. Surprisingly, I don't have none this week, which is good because
That's always good.
I've been getting bombarded with them here lately.
Man,
So
yeah.
I think it's time for we get into some stories.
Man,
We'll
I
get to
got
some topics.
I got a topic for you. This
we got?
is a reholler. This is your girl Ray Gunn. She's back in the news.
Who was that?
Ray Gunn. Are you gonna hold on?
Wow, that's not familiar.
You're gonna find out.
Okay.
Ray Gunn has gone wild. The Olympic breakdancer trips and falls during drunken Sydney nightclub performance.
That's why I know her.
Snatches a microphone from a drag queen.
Oh, she was on one.
Yeah. It says Ray Gunn, otherwise known by her nickname. Oh, excuse me. I said that all wrong because I'm just keep calling her Ray Gunn. Rachel Gunn,
Yeah.
otherwise known by her nickname Ray Gunn, became a global source at the
After that
the
fucking nonsense at the
The
Olympics.
bullshit. It says, cause I didn't even put all that part. It says, the one woman meme generator let her hair down on Thursday night, taken to the stage at a Sydney nightclub to recreate her Olympic performance.
No.
Says the footage shared to Instagram showed by drag queen Champagne says the crowd at Universal can be seen chanting Ray Gunn's name before she promptly tripped over her own foot and fell on her face. Damn.
Damn.
The 37-year-old academic, what? The 37-year-old academic quickly stumbled to her feet and then attempted.
She's a teacher, an academic. She's a teacher.
Attempted to snatch the microphone out of Champagne's hands. The Ray Gun wore a pair of loose-fitting shorts that featured a print of cartoon cats paired with an oversized red and black polo shirt for her big night out.
Oh my God!
She made an appearance at the Stonewall Hotel before trekking down Oxford Street to the Universal Club in a pair of chunky white sneakers and long white socks.
Oh my
Said
God!
Sydney drag queen Champagne shared footage of this. I thought it was some other shit. But it says in the video she appears to be recreating some of the dance moves from her Paris Olympics 2024 performance.
She needs to throw them dance moves in the trash can, nigga.
But her toes roll forward and she loses her balance.
Timber.
She admitted that she definitely had a bit too much to drink after the footage began to circulate online. So taken to the comments, it's the comments section. But anxiety or hangover anxiety is a feeling of anxiety, stress, or dread that can occur after drinking alcohol. It says reactions to the video were mixed, with clubgoers who met Ray Gun on Thursday saying that she was lovely. But others,
sweet girl, but she's got to stop this.
But others didn't approve of her trying to take the microphone from Champagne. She said Gun held her fingers up to the crowd as if to say, "That's enough." After she righted herself from getting up, and then she lurched herself into dangerously close to falling off the stage again.
Oh my God!
It says multiple men tried to gently direct the dancer so that she didn't lose her footing for a second time.
She was
so they caught her on that one.
She was loaded, nigga.
It says she was really. It says Gunn's big night out comes after several recent attempts to monopolize her own newfound fame, including a shock appearance on the stage with Tones and I in Melbourne, challenging haters to a 10K dance-off competition. So she went up there and really was the fucking dance monkey.
Yeah.
Because you know Tones and I, that dance monkey. It's fucking fit. Now you can't make this shit up, bro.
Hey. You trying to figure out how to make a few dollars off that bullshit.
Then she said, I'm going to charge $10K for a dance competition. I can go win that.
Yeah.
I seen a little baby, a little Mexican baby.
I seen a little Asian baby
and he was on his head flipping, had his legs out. He can do better than her.
Yeah, because she's terrible.
Shit.
She's horrible.
She can swim on land. I guess that's surf and turf.
Oh.
That bitch is swimming on land.
Oh my God. That it for that one?
That's it.
We talking about them airplanes, man. American Airlines flight delayed after a passenger names Wi-Fi hotspot. There's a bomb on this flight. So when everybody went to look to connect to the internet, there was a...
But hold on. The plane's hotspot or their hotspot?
Their hotspot.
How is that even possible though?
You can, because you know when you turn your hotspot on, anybody in the vicinity can see it. Like when you go do a Wi-Fi search.
No, I get that aspect of it, but were they in the air already?
They were on the plane.
Oh, so never mind. I see what's happening there. Cause I thought you had to turn all that shit off before the plane took off.
No, I don't know. I know. Hold on. An American Airlines flight from Austin to Charlotte was delayed for hours after a passenger named their Wi-Fi hotspot. There is a bomb on the flight, triggering a full security investigation. The incident occurred on February 7th aboard flight 2863 at Austin International Airport. Passengers were forced. Passengers were forced to deplane, undergo additional screenings, and have their electronic devices checked by police before the flight was cleared to depart. Bruce?
Before the flight departed.
It was delayed. It was delayed, yeah.
Oh, it was delayed. Okay,
yeah.
So they turned their hotspot back on.
Yep. Bruce Steen, a 63-year-old passenger from Charlotte, North Carolina, was aboard when the situation unfolded, according to... Why do I not know about him? According to Steen, a young man approached the flight attendant with a tablet, showing her something that immediately raised concerns. The flight attendant notified the cockpit, and soon after the pilot announced the flight was returning to the gate due to an administrative issue. Authorities, including the Austin Police Department and Department of Aviation, were quickly notified of the security concerns. After a brief wait, the pilot informed passengers that somebody renamed their hotspot to read, "There is a bomb on the flight." A lieutenant from Austin PD boarded the aircraft and addressed the passengers, making it clear that the situation was taken seriously. And by the time they ran through everybody's shit, they had changed their name, so they don't know who did it.
That's crazy.
Motherfucker just did that shit and got away with it.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Quit fucking playing.
How could they find who did it? Well, no, they could.
If they had left it named that, because they searched everybody's electronic devices, but they had renamed it.
But I thought that it tells you, like the provider, like the such and such A20 Apple A20. Apple,
No, it's just because it'll say that if you don't change the name. Because
Okay.
like if I turn mine on,
I see what
right
you're
now,
saying. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause
confused.
If I turn mine on right now, it just says something like Casper's Internet or something like that.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying now. I'm tripping. I'm tripping like a motherfucker.
Yeah, if I turn mine on, it says Casper's hotspot.
Okay.
That's what but it used to say iPhone blah blah blah
Right.
blah. But you can change it to whatever you wanted to say.
I got some nerdy shit, so I really couldn't find some shit. But this is about batteries, man. It says revolutionary radioactive diamond batteries could power devices for thousands of years. It's on some what's that place called? Wakanda.
Wakanda.
It's on some Wakanda shit. It said the future of our spacecraft could all come down to diamonds. While diamonds are often regarded as one of the hardest materials, blah blah blah. These hard gems, more specifically radioactive diamonds, could be the basis for a next generation battery. The core of this innovative battery is carbon-14, a radioactive isotope commonly used in radiocarbon dating. Who wrote this? Scientists have found a way to encase carbon-14 inside of a synthetic diamond, and by doing so, they discovered something very intriguing. When encased in a diamond, carbon-14 undergoes a process we call beta decay. This is essentially where the carbon-14 releases a series of electrons, and these electrons are then absorbed by the diamond, where they can be converted into electricity, creating a self-sustaining radioactive diamond battery. I think that's harder than a bitch. Says the easy way to think of this is to imagine it in the way you imagine a solar panel, how a solar panel works. However, instead of absorbing power from the sun, the battery captures electrons emitted from within the diamond. So self-sustaining, perpetuating. The result is a power source with a half-life of 5,700 years, meaning it could potentially last for tens of thousands of years without needing a recharge or replacement. The kicker, though, is that these radioactive diamond batteries aren't likely to appear in high-powered devices like smartphones.
God damn it.
So instead of this kind of battery, it is more geared towards powering low-power devices like spacecrafts similar to Voyage 1. Despite being the furthest man-made object from Earth, Voyage 1 only has around 200. Who gives a fuck? It says if it had a radioactive diamond battery, though, it could continue exploring interstellar space for thousands of years, potentially longer. I get it, but that's pretty cool. Y'all need to put that shit in TVs. I need to put that everywhere.
They ain't gonna do that.
No, because they ruin their money system.
Yeah. You know, these motherfucking TVs ain't
We probably gonna get struck for that too, for talking about these batteries.
yeah.
These niggas talking about them damn batteries.
You know the way shit is now, man. This shit ain't set up to last.
Nah.
I put it like this. So I remember I got that projector in my room now.
Yeah.
The reason I got the projector now is because I had bought two, I want to say 62 or 65 inch smart TVs on sale one year, and I put one somewhere else and then one in my room.
Mm-hmm.
And I turned that motherfucker off one day and left and came back, and that bitch just never turned back on.
Oh.
And then I looked, and it had a 2-year warranty, and the 2-year No, that, pardon me, it had a year warranty. The warranty had just ran up 3 weeks before that happened.
Damn.
Now, granted, I might have got a bad one because the other one that I bought is still working and running fine. And that was 4 years ago now, maybe 4 years ago. But I say that to say, in my daughter's room, she got a 55-inch Toshiba. I bought that 55-inch Toshiba in 2008 when flat screens was still like $1,100, $1,200, $1,300 a TV. I think I paid like $1,400 for that TV.
Oh shit.
2008 though.
I know.
In 3 more years, nigga, that motherfucker be 20 years old. It's in my daughter's room right now with a Roku hooked up to it, nigga. She watch it every night. But in the same breath, this new shit lasting a year and a half.
Nah, straight up. But that's like the I don't know what you call that, the light bulb guild or conspiracy or whatever, where light bulbs can last forever, but they make them so that they don't.
Yeah, absolutely. They do the same thing with our cars.
Oh yeah, but of course,
bro. If they can build shit that goes into space, they can make a car that lasts more than
10 years.
Yeah, because the way that they got them set up right now is them motherfuckers start falling apart the second you're done paying for it.
Yeah. That's why it's good to pay it early.
Yeah, and because like with me right now, I own both of mine, but I'm constantly having to work on them.
Yeah.
Because there's always something going fucking wrong.
Yeah.
And it's set up like that.
They set up like that on both ends.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's either you're going to pay to not have it worked on all the time, or you're going to pay to have it worked on. So it's like...
And a lot of the newer joints, the engineers is setting them motherfuckers up
to blow engines.
Well, that and to where it's hard to take them anywhere else besides the dealership to get worked on.
Hell yeah.
Like they kind of trying to null and void the shade tree mechanic.
Yeah.
On our newer cars.
They thought it was going to be with the computers.
Yeah.
The computer analytics, but nope.
Motherfuckers got
hit to that.
Mm-hmm.
Now they trying to, like you said, they're going to put an engine in slanted one time. They'll find a way to do it, to put a slanted engine.
That's why I'm glad my mechanic is an actual mechanic during the day, and then he just be doing shit at home. So he got access to all that shit.
Shit, got that on both ends.
Then my other mechanic is a diesel mechanic during the day. So he got all them like crazy code readers and shit. He can bring some shit through and like really narrow down what's wrong with your shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Shit.
But as long as you take care of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They'll last. Anything will last as long as you take care of them.
Yeah, because I mean, my truck, theoretically, man, I don't have too many issues out of my truck. My truck, 20 years old now. It's a 04.
That's like the Pontiac.
I'm
it's
shitty.
About to be 20.
My goofy ass. I'm so sick of being a good dad.
What?
Because all my kids' cars is newer than mine.
Oh, well, you a good dad.
That's stupid.
No, it's not.
Just bought the second oldest at 2013.
Just making sure that they're safe.
Yeah. Just bought the second oldest at 2013. The gray one out there is a 2013. They should 10 years newer than mine. The other one, goddammit, she's turning 16 next month. We looking at probably a 13, 14 for her.
Shit, your house gonna be like the Africans.
Yeah.
Have all everybody think it's a party.
Yeah, it's just my goddamn kids. And then my motherfucking white car almost done, boy. I ain't had my shit in.
I ain't seen that
Motherfucker forgot I had it. You know,
I definitely did.
You know, I dropped it off to my mechanic house, nigga. He was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get right on it. I said, nah, don't do that. He said, what you mean? I said, to be quite honest with you, bro, I am sick of spending money, man. Just push that bitch in the back until I say anything different. And so I called him about a month ago, like, hey man, go ahead and dig that motherfucker out, man. Let's figure out what's wrong with it. And so he finally hit me yesterday with a list of shit that was wrong. I already knew the brakes was bad, so I'd already bought rotors and pads. They was just in the passenger seat. And I had to get the other shit, and it's on its way. I'm gonna finally get it back and get my damn car back, so I ain't got to drive that. With my daughter driving now, I don't have my kids as often, so I don't need to drive that big ass truck everywhere I go. I don't need to be burning up all that goddamn
Yeah,
gas.
that's a lot of gas.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a big tank and a lot of gas leaves it quick.
Yeah, so and I hadn't been tripping about having my car because I was never really in it because I had the kids.
Right.
But now they do most of the, they do a lot of the maneuvering around for me, like in the morning with the new. So I only, like, theoretically, because my daughter drives everybody to school in the morning. At only one time out of the day do I need to be in my truck when I go pick them up from school. The rest of the time I can be in my fucking car, putting $10 in the tank and riding all around the city.
See, I feel you.
Because that gas shit is stupid. Charleston White back in jail, and that's what the fuck he get.
Back in jail?
Yeah.
What he did? Controlling those people?
No, they got him for assault with a deadly weapon. They haven't put out a story on what happened, but Charleston White has been taken into custody on 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and is currently being held without bond.
Oh, that nigga did that.
Yeah.
He did that.
Down in Texas.
Oh, he's in Texas too?
He's from Texas.
Yeah.
He was
I think he's from Dallas, Fort Worth,
and
man.
that nigga was smiling in his mugshot.
He don't give no fuck.
Nah, he don't. So whatever he did.
So it's all about it. He was arrested or was he convicted?
He's arrested.
Okay,
He's just
so-
being held in jail right now.
Yeah.
So.
Then I had that story about that Delta plane you was talking about.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had it right here. So you gonna go ahead and talk about it?
Yeah, this is my last current.
All right. Well, I got a few more. I'll scratch that one off my shit then.
I mean, there ain't too much to say other than, let's see, they was from, where they headed from?
Minneapolis.
So 18 passengers was taken to the hospital. And then the paramedics said none of the injuries were considered to be life-threatening.
Yeah.
3 people suffered critical injuries. 1 child, a man in his 60s, and a woman in her 40s. The child was transported to the hospital for sick children and listed in good condition.
Yeah.
It says among the others, 12 people have mild injuries. And Toronto, who? Oh, the president and Deborah Flint, whatever. The emergency response was commended,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah, they did their thing.
There were 76 passengers and 4 crew
Yeah.
on board.
And everybody survived. Hey, shout out to that pilot.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy,
It's
bro.
probably Denzel. I'm drunk right now.
No, you took it right out of my mouth. I was literally about to say, that's Denzel.
I'm drunk right now.
And you took it out of my mouth like you just heard it.
Hey, that's my favorite part. They go, you drunk? I'm drunk right now.
Now, on something related to that, have you seen the one where the guy he unalived Johnny Five himself on a fucking plane like that?
No.
Motherfucker went and stole the plane. I forgot where he was, over in like Europe or some shit.
Oh, and took it on the joyride and then crashed it?
Yes.
Yeah.
He did a barrel roll.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen that.
They was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
He was like, I just seen him. He was like inches from the water after he did the roll.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that.
And they was like, so what are you going to do? He's like, man, I think I'm going to fly past the Olympics.
Yep.
And then, I don't know after that. This is really cool.
Then he crashed it, didn't he?
He crashed and killed himself.
Hey, he went on the time of his life, though.
He did. He's like, I've always wanted to do that. He's like, well, did you make it? He's like, yeah, I did it. He said, what do you think about over there at the Olympics? You like it? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I like it too. It's looking really good down there.
I gotta get ready to. I think I said it on here before. I gotta get ready to be scared to death. My second to youngest daughter wants to fly, and
You got to go with her.
I gotta go up with her on her
You
first
got to
flight.
be a lifeline.
Yep. I gotta go up with her on her first flight. And
But y'all be with a
instructor.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. Just be on them little ass planes, scared to death. But yeah, she wants to learn how to fly, and if that's what she wants to do, I'll support anything my kids want to do.
That's dope.
I ain't no dream killer. If you want to do it, because I tell my kids all the time, college isn't a necessity. Because a lot of things, if you want to do them in life, don't require college.
No, and that's where we were never told.
Yeah, like my oldest daughter, she's going to school for engineering. That require college.
Right.
So that's where she's at.
Right.
My second to youngest, she wants to go into the dental field, and the way she's going into it is through a couple trade
Okay.
type situations. And then because the way that they kind of walked her down through it is like she can get it like a couple trades real quick, get into the field, and then if she wants to progress in the field, then she can go to school for what exactly she wants to do in that field.
Right.
But she wants to go into the dental field. So like whatever the path is, like I'm with it. So like my other daughter, it don't seem like she want to go to no college unless she says she want to fly airplanes. So if you want to fly airplanes, we can get you going right now.
Yeah. So where you can get your experience up.
Yeah.
And get you started by the time you're 21, 22.
Mm-hmm.
Because then she can move on to doing flying helicopters and
Shit like that.
Yeah.
At a young age.
Private jets.
That's what I'm saying.
nothing wrong with that. I met a lot of private pilots.
Yeah. So
And they love it.
Yeah.
They love it.
So whatever my kids try to do, I just want to get them, like you said, the shit that we wasn't taught. Like I wasn't really taught anything outside of go to college. Even if you don't, even I dropped out of high school, but when I went and got my GED, like the first thing I did was go enroll in college, and I didn't have no real plan.
Right.
I was just in college.
That's how I was when I first went in 2001.
Yeah, I was just in college, and then I think I went and enrolled in because I dropped out in 2000, 2001. I went and got my GED in 04, 05. Something happened, and I went and enrolled in college in 06 or 07 or some shit like that. I was just in college.
Right.
And then that got boring. So, because I didn't have a purpose. I was just there. And then,
You just ended up fucking around.
yeah.
That's what I started doing.
It just fucked around.
I had a class I didn't even go to. It was the easiest class in the world. It
Me
was
too.
spelling. The only reason I took it because I needed the
the credit
credit hours
Yeah.
to get the benefits.
to get the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was spelling. We met once a week. We had a book.
And I take that back. I was going for automotive electronics, but they had me at the time. They didn't have it to where you could just do that as a trade.
Yeah.
So you had to go to real school.
You had to go to real school first.
So
You
I
got
had
the
all the-
prerequisites before
Yeah.
you go to the actual the garage.
Yeah.
Because that's what was still happening when I started wanting to get a degree in culinary. Because I was trying to go to Ivy Tech first, and I took a couple of prerequisites, which I'm kind of glad I did. But you wasn't getting into the labs until after that. You
Yeah.
took the prerequisites, but then you still had to sign up for the labs to see if you can even get in there.
Yep.
Whereas going to Chef's Academy,
Yeah. You could
you're
just
doing everything
Yep.
all at once.
And even with them, they had switched it around, and there was I was going for automotive electronics, and the automotive electronics building is over on Washington Street. And what we doing there, them classes was fucking 5-hour classes, man. You go in there, you go into the classroom for 2 hours, and then what we learned about, we would go out into the garage and do on vehicles that was out there, and that was all good. But because they wouldn't just allow you to go to trade shit, I had to go on campus to regular ass classes. And I wasn't doing that shit. So I was excelling over here, but failing over here, so it wasn't panning out for me. And then,
And that's where they need to do something to where, because there's different styles of learning.
yeah,
And they need to learn how to meet the style of learning instead of saying, here, let me cram it all down your throat, and there you go.
no.
That's not going to work for everybody, but that's how they start labeling people with different things.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
crazy, bro. We're not going to go that deep into it.
No.
But yeah, that shit's crazy, man. How they make you do the bullshit first.
Got a couple follow-ups.
What that is.
ASAP Rocky found not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Yeah. I saw that. I was clapping for the man.
Me too.
What was they trying to get him for?
Shooting his friend.
Oh shit. Which one?
ASAP Telly. Really?
What did
ASAP
he do?
Really? I don't know. They had fell out, and he claims that ASAP got to shooting at him and shot him in the hand. And ASAP denied it, of course, and they had it on video, but the video wasn't quite clear.
Grainy.
Yeah, but then they had him on so much like audio, like confessing that he was just trying to extort his mans because he didn't like the financial situation ASAP was in, and he wasn't in that position.
He
Cause
sucked.
yeah,
What'd you say? ASAP Jelly? What'd you say it was?
Telly, Relly. I think they call his name was Relly, but they keep calling him ASAP Telly because he took the stand.
Yeah, Telly sucked. He was on that one song, Brazy. You never heard it? They start off in a.
I've only ever liked one ASAP nigga, and it was Ferg.
Ferg is hard.
Yeah, that's the only
And
one I've ever liked.
You don't like Rocky?
Not really.
I
I
like
mean, I
Rocky.
fuck with Rocky, but I've never like I've heard like whatever he came out with, and I've heard him on other people's shit. But like I've listened to Ferg's albums.
Okay.
I fuck
No,
with
Ferg
Ferg.
is hard.
So I've heard Rocky on Ferg shit.
Shabba.
Yeah,
right?
I fuck with Ferg.
3 gold chains like I'm Shabba ranks.
I fuck with Ferg. But shout out to that man for shaking that, because they was trying to get that nigga, and I knew, and everybody been all you motherfucking podcasts, everybody been giving him flack because he turned down that 6 months. Did you, ASAP?
I didn't follow the case.
Okay, so
I just seen that he was found not guilty.
he had been he's facing like them charges carry like 20 years. Because
He's a felon.
aggravated assault with a firearm, blah,
Right.
blah, 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 all that, this charge carry like 20 years. A couple weeks ago, they offered him 6 months in jail and some probation and some fines, and he turned it down. And every nigga in the world was like, why would he do that? 20 years, 6 months, blah, blah, blah. I'd have went and sat down for that 6 months. And that's what I was about to say. So I'm glad we have our platform. Because what niggas don't be realizing is when they start bringing you stuff like that, it's because they know their case is weak.
Yeah, so they want to intimidate you.
Now sometimes, well, no. When they start, when you're looking at 20 years and they bring you 6 months, it's because they know that their case is weak, and they just want to get a conviction under their belt, whether it's
20
whether you
years.
go to jail or they just want a conviction. Because if you get convicted and sentenced to probation, as far as the books is concerned, it's a win for them, and they get their conviction rates up high. So they usually try to at least get some type of a win. But what you don't realize is when they do that, they usually means their case is weak, and a lot of times you take the plea because your defense is weak also. But if your defense is strong, like that man, Rihanna's a billionaire. Nigga, A$AP
Yeah.
Rocky's worth like $20 million himself, and his wife's a billionaire. I am 100% positive he had some of the best lawyers in the motherfucking world
But of course.
telling that nigga, nah, fuck that. Say, matter of fact, I'll just speak from my perspective. At one point in time, I was fighting a case that carried somewhere around 20 to 30 years with all the charges that I had. And I fought this case for a long time, and they had tried to give me a 30 to 15. I wouldn't go for that. And they didn't offer me anything else for like 2 years. Then out of nowhere, one day, they offered me a 6 do 3. 6 years do 3 years with probation. But I had been on house arrest for 2 years. So I had 2 years credit time.
Right.
And then I had been in no, it was 8 to 4, because I had been on house arrest for 2 years, and I had a year credit time, county time, just from being in the county
Okay.
throughout the duration of the case. So I had 3 years in the bag. So they offered me an 8-4. I was gonna be if I'd have signed it, I'd only had to do a little less than a year, and I could have came home. My $20,000 lawyer told me no. He had a different plan, and ended up getting the case beat. So I know if my $20,000 lawyer can do that, I'm pretty sure his whatever the fucking hour lawyer
Shit.
was telling him, nigga, absolutely not, don't sign that.
Yeah.
And he listened, and he won. So shout out to you, black man. Another follow up. That case against Jay-Z has been dropped. The grape allegations with him and Diddy.
Is dropped for both?
Dropped for both.
Okay.
It's been completely dropped, and Jay-Z is now on the attack. He is suing that lawyer and said party for. He said he lost roughly $20 million.
I was about to say 20 million.
He said he lost roughly $20 million worth of shit during fighting that. So he is on the attack. He is suing them for defamation of character, for lost money, for pain and anguish,
Yep.
for his family and shit. Because he couldn't. When all that was coming out, his daughter was in one of those Disney joints. Blue was in one of those.
Oh, okay.
She sang the song for one of them, so he was like had to kind of like stay away from the premieres and shit because he didn't want to tarnish his daughter's moment.
Right.
So like he like man, the pain and anguish. I wasn't able to support
Yeah.
my child on her first big thing, and all because y'all on some bullshit. So he's on their ass.
That's what's up.
But he had told that nigga, bro, we talked about it on here when Buddy first sued him and Jay-Z responded. He told that nigga in that response letter, he said, the problem is you think all celebrities are the same. He said, I move and I've always moved with a different code of conduct and honor. He said, and I look forward to showing you exactly how different I am. And now he is trying to ruin that man.
That's good.
Yeah.
Crush your enemies.
Yeah.
You crush them.
Mm-hmm.
Once the war begins, you must crush them.
Yeah. So,
Now, you
but
can sit down at the same table and all that, but
yep.
once you provide the war, and I got the advantage, it's time to crush you.
And now, because
they would have crushed him.
Yeah. And then I don't really like share my feelings on the Diddy
God.
situation. Jesus Christ, I don't really like share my feelings on the Diddy shit, right? But
My bad.
nah, that nigga's Toothless McGee.
I like this Shorty McGee.
Yeah, the white boy Mr. Teeth too.
Every time I look at the screen, I just see that nigga.
Some crazy commercial, y'all.
Like, got him.
I don't really share my like outlooks on the Diddy shit. That shit's weird. Of course he's a piece of shit and like he deserves punishment and this and the third. But now the Diddy's lawyers are using that case as a see motherfuckers is lying type shit.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because they had to drop it against Diddy too.
One bad apple.
That's what I'm saying. And I say that about all this shit, man. Whenever there are these cases, and please believe from the bottom of my heart, if motherfuckers is victimized or raped or fondled in any way, shape, form, or fashion, I want them to have justice.
Well, of course.
But when motherfuckers get to chasing checks in the mix and lying, it discredits the people that really got fucked up. And if you get enough people, if you can discredit enough people, you can muddy the waters, and the people that really got fucked over can get lost in the sauce.
Well, didn't that happen to somebody? That just happened to somebody, didn't it?
I'm sure. I'm trying to think though. I can't.
That Lizzo shit, right?
Which one with her employees?
Yeah.
What they were saying, she forced them to do some weird shit.
Yeah, but it turned out not to be true. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, when you, cause most of the time in like, I don't know how it works in like civil cases, but like Diddy's case is
It's federal.
it's a
Right?
criminal case right now,
Criminal.
and you know with a criminal case, the burden of proof is supposed to be on the prosecution to prove without a shadow of a doubt that this was done, and the more and more questions you can cast can make that burden of proof harder to prove. And if you can keep proving that motherfuckers is just lying trying to get a check, say 50 motherfuckers is suing them, say 50 motherfuckers is accusing them of it, looking, and you know what I'm saying, and 10 of them is telling the truth, but 40 of them looking for a payday.
Right.
If they can disprove those 40, them 10 real ones get lost in the sauce. And now you got 10 victims who really got fucked over, who don't get any justice because a bunch of greedy motherfuckers came out and tried to
Yeah.
capitalize on the situation.
Yeah.
And it just fucks everything up.
I said just saying that's like comparative to the Beast game.
It
Like
just,
anybody want to leave for $1 million?
that's what I'm saying. It just
And
fucks
then more and
everything
more
up.
people start coming, and you get nothing.
Yeah.
You get nothing.
And the sad part is, like a lot of these events, there are really victims
No, it is.
who don't get no justice. They don't get no day in court. They don't get, because shit gets it's so muddy from all the lying, and it don't. And the problem is, a lot of them times, these are really high powered people. It's hard for them to prove motherfuckers is telling the truth. It's really easy for them people to find people that's lying.
Oh yeah. That's the funny part about it.
Yeah, because niggas' lies don't be tight, and niggas' lies don't be $20,000 an hour lawyers tight.
Nope.
Them niggas get paid a hefty amount of change to pick through every single thing. So then, if you can just convince motherfuckers that these 40 motherfuckers is lying, you don't even have to worry about them 10 motherfuckers telling the truth. Because by the time we get to, I'm going to put all 40 of these liars in your face. You're going to be so sick of seeing liars that you're not even going to get to think about these 10 people telling the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so. But tear his ass up, Jay, because fuck that nigga. I told you earlier, Delta was offering $30K for the passengers that flipped on the plane.
I didn't even see that in the article that I heard.
Yeah, because it was an update.
Okay.
Because I didn't have it in my original one either. I got it this morning. Delta offers $30K to passengers that flipped upon landing in Toronto. Delta Airlines is offering $30K to each passenger aboard flight 4819 when it crashed and flipped upside down at Toronto International Airport on Monday. The airline confirmed Wednesday that the payment has no strings attached and will not affect passengers' legal rights.
Oh.
The Delta Regional Jet AC for whatever, operated by people, touched down in the airport, caught fire, and overturned, coming to a stop on its roof. All 76 passengers and 4 crew members evacuated safely. 21 passengers. Huh?
Where was the wings?
They look like, nigga, if you see that picture, it look like they fell off. The 21
I don't need to
passengers.
laugh at that.
It just looked like a flaming dick. The 21 passengers. I'm drunk right now. The flaming.
That's what this is called.
I'm drunk right now.
Right.
The 21 passengers were taken hospitalized, ranging from minor to critical, including you already said all that. Investigators are now working to determine the cause of the crash. The Transportation Safety Board of Canada, along with Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, and National Transport Safety Board, is leading an investigation. Officials have recovered the plane's black box and sent it to the lab for analysis. Toronto's president, you already talked about all that, so whatever. They acknowledged extreme weather conditions leading up to the crash,
Okay.
with back-to-back storms bringing over 20 inches of snow to the area.
What about wind?
I'm assuming that was with it too. They acknowledged extreme weather conditions, so it's You know what I'm saying? It looks like it might have had something to do with
Because
that.
I'm kind of thinking like we need to talk to the manufacturer.
Of these planes?
We need to get the inspection records.
Yeah, I wouldn't
You
doubt.
know what I mean? Like,
Well, they better get into all that.
yeah, they are.
They better get into all that.
We
What
need
I
to find
say?
out who's responsible.
Jay-Z
I
dropped.
bet that motherfucking wing was assembled on a Friday, and the motherfucker had some hot date to get to, so he didn't put all the bolts in.
I'm drunk right now.
Yeah. So that's what he said.
Oh, that's right. Prayers for LeVar Ball, man.
The daddy?
The daddy.
What do you do?
They just had to cut that nigga foot off.
Oh, he got diabetes? I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, why I thought that was somebody else?
No, that's
Because I
not.
seen it from far back. I thought it was Grant Hill.
Not that's LeVar Ball. According to TMZ, which is pretty reliable, LeVar Ball underwent a recent procedure and had his right foot removed, but despite it all, he is in great spirits and doing well. LeVar Ball had his right foot amputated after suffering serious medical issues. You got a joke, and go ahead and let it fly.
Nope.
What's it about them shoes? Big baller brands? You need one of them raggedy motherfuckers now?
I was going to say he should encase the other foot in one.
Yeah.
Like with some epoxy.
He been talking so much cash shit about his youngest son, because his youngest son ain't with the shit. He went and got a Puma deal.
Okay.
And he been talking so much shit about his goddamn youngest boy. But yeah, so prayers for LeVar, man.
Yeah, prayers for him, man.
The more and more they tried to villainize that man when he was
Pushing his son.
yeah, but the more and more I look into dude, man, he's
legit.
He's legit. He's just a character.
Hell yeah.
But I mean, he didn't got.
He sold the brand as he was supposed to sell.
Yeah, he got 2 sons to the NBA. One son kind of made it to the NBA, and now he's got a semi-successful rap career.
But he ain't got no dirty stories coming
Nope.
from their family.
And his
either.
and that situation with his wife is beautiful. You know, his wife had strokes and shit, and he's been nursing her back to health for years now. Yeah, if you look into that shit,
Now you
it's
just gonna have to hop to it.
yeah. You motherfucker. Hey, shit.
I'm high.
I see. Oh, I see. Usually I'm the one saying crazy shit.
I can see it.
Rick gonna probably fall out to that one. Rick tell me he be listening to this shit while he at work. He's like, nigga, y'all niggas be getting me through the night. He be at the gym laughing about the crazy ass shit we be saying on here. And you know I don't be remembering half the shit I say on this motherfucker. So he'll say some shit to me in the gym that I said in this motherfucker, and I be like, what? He be like, nigga, and then I remember, I'm like, oh, yeah. One of the niggas in the gym was like, man, what they be out there talking about? Rick was like, man, imagine what he talk about in here times 30.
Hey, shit.
Oh, man.
So we started during COVID. The COVID created this.
Yeah, it did.
Shit.
I think I got a couple more currents.
You know.
I do. Oh yeah, dumbass government. The USDA and Doge, the DOG, the Department of Government, whatever.
That's what that means?
It means Department.
I know it had nothing to do with the government.
Yeah, that's what it means. It means
I thought it was part of the coin shit.
no. It means Department of Government Efficiency or some shit like that. That's why he's finding money. The whole it's all put in to figure out where the fuck the government is letting money go to.
That's good. I
But
know.
in their quest to do that, they accidentally fire key employees fighting bird flu outbreak.
Oh. Well,
The U.S. Department of Agriculture admitted Tuesday that it mistakenly fired several employees who were actively working on the government's response to the growing bird flu outbreak. Now the agency is racing to undo the error. Several positions supporting bird flu efforts were notified of their termination over the weekend, and the USDA spokesperson said, "We are working to swiftly rectify the situation and rescind those letters." The mistake comes as the Trump administration, under the leadership of the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, continues to aggressively budget cut and mass layoffs across federal agencies. Many of the cuts are being carried out by Elon Musk, who has been tasked with downsizing government operations. The timing of these layoffs couldn't have been worse. The bird flu has already devastated poultry farms, sending egg prices skyrocketing through the roof. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention has confirmed 68 human cases in the U.S., further increasing public health concerns. The USDA has been playing has been playing a critical role in responding to the crisis, with agencies like Agricultural Response Services and Animal and Plant Health Inspection Services leading the charge. But now key personnel from the National Animal Association have been fired and are no longer working on it, and they're trying to get them back going to try and fight the crisis.
and this sounds like idiocracy.
Yeah,
Where they turned off the Gatorade,
yeah.
the Brondo, and turned the water on, and he was like, "What's going on?" It's like, the computer did that auto layoff thingy, and
Yep.
this is exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah.
All these people got fired over the weekend.
Yeah.
They knew they weren't fired.
Shit. But, I mean, if you tell me I'm fired, I'm done working, though.
But Doge went out here and found some vampires too, apparently.
I heard.
Found a whole. Who the fuck is 360 years old?
I know.
That's Count Dracula.
Listen, man.
I want to meet him.
Bro, this is all I'll say.
I want to meet him.
I do understand that needs to be done, because there are billions of dollars that them people just cannot tell you where it went. And we all know where it went. It went into somebody's pocket.
Yeah, of course.
But if they can try and nip that shit in the bud. But the thing is,
Who the fuck is still around? 360 years old. We need to find the records on this motherfucker.
they not around. Somebody just cashing them checks.
They wouldn't pronounce dead. That's what I mean.
Oh, yeah. Somebody just cashing them checks.
They was getting Social Security before Social Security.
Somebody just cashing them checks.
They was getting pence and schmeckles. What's that shit they use in the Bible?
Shillings.
Myrrh and frankincense.
Frankincense and myrrh.
They was getting that shit. They was slave owning. I don't even think they should be having it.
They was getting paid in frankincense and myrrh. Trump had a Black History thing at the White House.
Man, he's just eating it up. What'd he do?
He brought a bunch of niggas there.
A bunch of niggas. Not dignified black people. Bunch of niggas.
Tiger Woods was there.
Oh, that's a nigga.
Bootsy was there.
Oh, niggas.
Kodak Black was there.
Niggas.
Trump hosts a Black History Month reception with Tiger Woods at the White House.
Was Sukiyana there?
I don't know. Probably.
Grab her by the pussy.
she let him. On Thursday, February 20th. Oh, that was today. Just today, Trump hosted a reception at the White House to celebrate Black History Month. The event featured notable guests, including golf legend Tiger Woods, who joined Trump on stage wearing his Presidential Medal of Freedom. During his remarks, Trump honored the contributions of Black Americans and announced plans to appoint prison reform advocate Allison Johnson, whom he pardoned in 2020, to his administration to work on clemency issues. All right. The celebration comes amid the administration's recent actions to abolish the DEI programs across federal agencies, leading to varied responses from different departments regarding the observation of Black history. In addition to the reception, Trump and Tiger Woods held discussions earlier in the day concerning the potential reunification of professional golf. Blah 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 blah. With the Saudis, with the motherfuckers over in Saudi Arabia. That. Oh.
He didn't want no more of the word salad.
Nah. He's sick of reading that shit. He also shout out to Kobe. He where's it at? He announced that a statue of Kobe Bryant will be placed in the National Garden of American Heroes.
Where's that?
In Washington D.C.
For real?
A bunch of statues of like American like war heroes and people, Martin Luther King and a bunch of niggas like shit like that.
Oh.
President Trump has announced that a statue of Kobe Bryant will be placed in the National Garden of American Heroes. He announced that today too. He said, nigga, here's a statue of y'all's favorite basketball player.
That's dope.
Yeah, that is dope. So shout out to Kobe Bryant. However it got there, it'll be there for many more presidents to come. So shout out to, we just not going to pay attention to who put it there and just pay attention to the fact that it is there.
Right.
So shout out to that.
Hey, T-Daddy making a move.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
He's doing a few things that
Making a move.
he's just doing a bunch of other shit too that I don't really fucking
This time around, he's catering to the niggles.
He trying to. He doing a little.
Actually, he always did, but they don't want to see that.
Yeah, he's just such a fucking prick.
Hey, he's a businessman.
He's not a businessman. He's a phenomenal criminal, and I respect it.
Hey, best person to be in the seat right now. For all politics criminals.
Oh no. But he's a phenomenal criminal. He's like a.
I know you're not.
That's one thing that I like about him. He's a crook.
Right in your face. Crook.
He's a charlatan. He's a crook, and he's a fucking. I won't even call him a con man because he ain't even doing no cons. He just on some crook shit. he's a mobster, nigga. He's a gangster. Yeah. On some real shit, he's a gangster.
And he gonna do what he gonna do.
He be on some gangster shit.
But that's what politics is about.
Yeah.
That's why you got the red and the blue.
But that's why niggas get a bad name for going to try and do anything with them. But my thing is, regardless of who's in office, you got to deal with them.
Yeah.
So whoever gets elected, bro, that's their business. Now, if I'm trying to get something done for my community, I just got to go talk to whoever's in office.
Right.
Regardless of their political affiliation. Because I remember when Ice Cube was trying to get some shit shaken and motherfuckers were trying to get on him about going and talking to Trump. But I'm supposed to just not talk to the nigga and not try and get nothing done?
That's the reason ain't shit getting done, because don't nobody want to communicate.
Yeah, nigga, the thing is, whoever's in charge, bro, it's like your job. You might hate your fucking boss, but when it's time to discuss raises and shit amongst the workers, you gotta go talk to buddy.
You gotta learn how to politic. That's how it is. It's politics.
And they call it politic for a reason.
That's why. That's what you got to do. You got to drop all your fucking feelings and get the business.
And
handled.
even when the because right now what is Trump? He's a Republican.
Yeah.
The Democrats still got to go talk to this nigga. Yeah. We got to try and get shit situated.
It's not like they just gonna go die off somewhere.
Yeah. And when the Democrats is in office, the Republicans got to go talk to that nigga. You got to still try to try and make shit work.
Because there still got to be checks and balances. Everything's got to be balanced.
So as long as you going in there, like I won't even call none of them niggas coons or nothing. If you going in there with the intentions of trying to get some shit
better,
then all right, man. Because you got to go deal with whoever's in the office.
Sometimes make the move the way you can make the move.
Because when it's all said and done, man, you got to go deal with whoever's in office, bro. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
You got to do whoever the fuck is in charge, whoever's calling the shots, nigga. We got to talk to that nigga. I think it's time for a break, my brother.
Let's do that then. Let's do that.
Yeah, I'm done with my current, so it's break time.
Cool beans.
Break time. We back. We back like cooked crack.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, boy. It's time for
Florida man.
It's time for them Floridas.
I got two.
I got one.
I'll go start it off. I don't know. I just call this shit patrol buzz. It's a shirtless Florida man. He steals a patrol car and carjacks a woman in a wild case.
Oh shit.
It says a dramatic police dash and body cam video shows a wild chase in South Florida in December. Police say an attempted murder suspect stole a deputy's cruiser and pulled over and carjacked a driver before crashing and being arrested. It says he just stole my patrol car. He's running northbound. Lights are on. He tried to take my gun from my holster.
Jesus Christ.
That's what the officer says. It says the video shows him driving erratically through a Largo neighborhood before he pulled over the unsuspecting driver of this red SUV, who likely thinks he's a cop at first, and then he carjacks you. He's about 100 miles an hour, the police officer says. I don't know what that means, but
he was getting to it.
Monroe County deputies were hot on his tail before he crashed upside down. This all started when deputies say the driver, identified as Armando Lopez, was wanted for trying to kill his ex at her home earlier in the day.
Good Lord.
Sergeant James Hager arrived in minutes, finding the woman badly injured. And according to the affidavit, Lopez continued his tirade on the sergeant. The woman is seen running. Whatever. Lopez then stole that patrol car. Deputies say Deputies say he has resistant even after being taken into custody. Lopez is still behind bars.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's horrible.
Okay.
Crashing the fuck out.
My man was on some racist shit. And he did that shit. I'm gonna show you his mugshot after I read it. Florida man charged with attempted murder after shooting tourists he thought were Palestinian.
Oh, I seen that.
Did you?
Yeah. They had it all over the place.
A Florida man is said to be arraigned on 2 counts of attempted murder Tuesday after allegedly shooting 2 men he believed were Palestinian, according to Miami Beach police. Authorities confirmed that the victims were tourists from Israel. Morichiki Brofelman, whatever, 27, was arrested in Miami Beach on Saturday night after allegedly firing 17 shots into the victim's car, hitting one man in the shoulder and grazing another man in the forearm, according to the police affidavit. How you only hit a nigga in the shoulder and the forearm after 17 shots?
He was horrible.
He was terrible. The affidavit also states that while in custody, Brafman spontaneously admitted to the police that he shot at the car because he believed the victims were Palestinian. Surveillance footage from the scene shows the victim speeding into a driveway before frantically knocking on a door seeking help. One of the victims, Ari Rive, spoke to news people, saying that he and his son were sitting in their car when another driver pulled up beside them and began shooting without warning. God damn. Look at his face, bro. He did that. He did that shit. He did everything they said he did.
Whew.
Look at that face. That face looks like whelp.
Damn.
Yeah.
He goes to Palm Sundays and everything.
Yeah.
He's like a real church guy.
He said, fuck that. Y'all gotta go.
He out here killing the wrong people.
Yeah, you know, some other shit, ain't he?
I mean, even if he was right, he was still wrong.
Yeah. Even if he was right, he was wrong.
I got fuck Jimmy John's. This is a Florida man was arrested after throwing an explosive at Jimmy John's.
I love fighting with my sandwich. I love Jimmy John's.
A man from Pensacola is facing several charges after allegedly threatening people with a gun and throwing a small explosive device at a Jimmy John's in Fort Wallington Beach.
This nigga had a battery with a firecracker attached to it. So I'll kill all y'all.
Deputies with the Okaloosa County Sheriff's Office arrested 41-year-old Gregory Simons on Saturday. According to the arrest report, Simons went to the Emerald Coast Harley-Davidson around 2 p.m. that day and pointed a gun at members of a motorcycle club. Okay. The report says as Simons was driving away, he threw something out of his vehicle, which exploded outside a nearby sandwich shop. The explosion shattered several windows, and the broken glass cut one of the employees. Damn. They kind of far back from that glass, too.
Yeah.
It's built the same. Simon was arrested after a traffic stop. Deputies say they seized 2 guns and 4 M-type explosives. Damn. He's being charged with throwing a destructive device, causing bodily harm and physical damage, display of a firearm during the commission of a felony, criminal mischief, and improper exhibit of a firearm.
Okay, dude.
They got his ass.
All right.
Said, fuck y'all. So why he just throw it at the damn Harley Davidson people? You fucking with Jimmy Johnson had nothing to do with them.
Just on some bullshit. Is that it for it?
Yeah, that's it.
I got 1 melanated.
Cool beans.
I had 2, but I said it on accident earlier because I was gonna say the Kobe Bryant
Okay.
statue wasn't melanated, but the we've talked about my man on here before, Lonnie Johnson. Remember, he's the inventor of the Super Soaker.
All right.
We talked about him a long time ago, probably episode fucking 15 or some shit. He's been in a long legal battle with Hasbro, the toy company,
Yeah.
over his royalties for the Super Soaker that he invented. And they've been playing him for a long time. And he just won $79.2 million
That's what's up.
from Hasbro for his invention of the Super Soaker.
Why they take so long to give people their money?
Because they didn't want to pay him. They was trying to strong arm him out of it like they do black people with every other invention.
That's crazy, man.
Look into who really made the light bulb.
Yeah, I know.
But it wasn't that who
Shit, the spacecraft.
was it? Thomas Jefferson they say made the light bulb?
Thomas Edison.
Thomas Edison. It wasn't that nigga. It wasn't that cracker. It was a nigga. But yeah, Lonnie Johnson, man, he just won that. So I know we've highlighted him on here before, a long time ago, for actually inventing the Super Soaker. But now he's actually gonna get paid. Because if I ain't mistaken, when I read into the lawsuit, they were trying to say that they basically like bought his patent from him, and so they didn't owe him no money.
Right.
But that wasn't what he was saying that they agreed to. He was saying
They
that
got
they
royalties coming too.
yeah, he was saying that they agreed. He agreed to sell it to him with like a percentage of each one sold.
Right.
Because like if I sell you an idea, you see it on Shark Tank all the time. If I sell you the idea, I might agree to a one-time payout with a 2% percentage, with a 2% percentage of each unit sold.
Right.
And if we agree to that over the last 30 fucking years, and you ain't never paid me my 2% off each one sold, now you owe me $79.2 million.
Yeah, he should thank him.
Yeah.
He really think about it. I mean, yeah, it took that long to get it, but shit. Now you got it.
Now you got
Now
it.
you got it.
Now you got it. And I think, if I'm mistaken, I can't remember Buddy's whole thing, but I think he invented a couple other things. So I don't think he wasn't like destitute. Like,
Right. But
you know
still,
what I'm
you want your money.
But you want your money.
Shit, you want your money.
So,
Especially
yeah.
when you did something, you created it.
Yeah, especially something that's goddamn popular as the fucking Super Soaker.
Hell yeah.
And all the variations of that bitch.
Yeah, they had the shit for the backpack.
I had that shit with the backpack.
The double chambers.
Yeah, I had that shit with the backpack. So yeah, shout out to him, man. Lonnie Johnson.
Shout out.
That's him and the Kobe statue was my melanated. It's time for them fecal deagles.
Yeah, I only got 2 of them.
I got 4 of them bitches.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
One's a follow up. I'm doubling down from last week.
I'm gonna get this one out the way then. This is this beat 'em. Mom beat 4 kids with dog leash. She lit a gas stove and threatened to burn their hair after none would fess up to
Jesus
dropping
Christ.
tissue on the floor.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Texas mother is facing child abuse charges after she allegedly beat her 4 kids with a dog leash and turned on the gas stove and threatened to burn their hair if they didn't admit to leaving tissue on the floor in their home. That's crazy. Ebony Gonzalez, 31,
Fuck you, Ebony.
Yeah, stands accused of 4 counts of injury to a child. Court records show the alleged abuse occurred on Wednesday morning at their home in Katy, Texas, a Houston suburb.
Probably mama lit her.
Okay. A probable cause arrest affidavit says Gonzalez became upset when there was a tissue on the floor and none of her 4 children, ages 11, 8, and 6, would confess to dropping it. Cops alleged she beat each one with a dog leash.
Jesus Christ.
Then she threatened to burn their heads. Yeah, this one says heads. Heads on the stove and burn their hair. Oh, to put their heads on the stovetop and burn their hair.
God damn.
The investigation began when one of the terrified kids passed a note to a friend that detailed the alleged abuse. They don't say where he passed the note at, so the friend then alerted authorities.
He said, nigga, help.
My
mama's on bullshit.
Detective took the kids into protective custody and interviewed them. 2 of the kids had red welts and bruises on their upper back. A third alleged her mother pulled her hair and kicked her. The 4th child did not want to speak with investigators but had visible marks. Gonzalez was arrested and taken to the Harris County Jail, where she has since posted a $10,000 bond for each charge.
She got money.
Her next court date is scheduled for Thursday. She was appointed an attorney. The defendant cannot have any unsupervised contact with her children.
Yeah.
The children are with their grandmother. Child Protective Services are investigating the matter. The post mom beat 4 kids with a leash, that's something else. Yeah, that's something else.
Okay, then. Well, one of mine is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
One of mine is a follow-up. Last week, one of my fecals was Justin Tucker, the kicker for the Ravens.
Yeah.
7 additional massage therapists have accused Ravens kicker Justin Tucker of inappropriate sexual behavior, bringing a total to 16 women.
Damn. He going for the record?
At 8 Baltimore area spas.
And 8 more spas?
The total is 16 women at 8 Baltimore area spas. He just been running around on some nasty shit.
2 apiece.
Because remember, he was trying to get him to touch his shit, and they was wet spots on the bed when he was done. My man was jerking his gherkin.
Gooning. Nasty.
Niggas just be nasty, man. You a millionaire, bro. You can pay someone to come to your place and do everything that you want them to do.
I'm pretty sure that somebody would even find them for you.
Bro, you can literally find someone in adult sex work that will participate in any fantasy you have. So if your thing is the massage but some of them get off on some motherfuckers get off on the not even the power trip, the shock of it. It's like voyeurs, like motherfuckers that
like the dude in that store.
Yeah, the nigga that nutted on that girl while she was shopping. That was crazy.
That was nasty.
You know how hard you got? That nigga was what they call that shit, edging. When you keep the nut right there.
No. He was gooning. That's the definition of gooning, when you can't control your erratic behavior or sexual activity.
No. But I mean, like.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
But that's also part of gooning.
Yeah. Because I mean, like the wherewithal to like be able to keep that motherfucker like right at bay for the perfect time.
Yeah.
That nigga was 3-stroke pause. 3-stroke pause.
Hit it. Right on the target.
Nasty bastard. And
got her good.
That nigga nutted all over that girl. They chased him out the store. She had that shit all down the back of her leg, and that is so gross.
I don't think I would have been able to move.
Nah,
I just disgusting until I got it all off of me. I remember I just took my clothes off. That's just been the day.
I was like, because I'm a man and it's mine, and I don't want nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
So let alone somebody else's on me. That's disgusting. I tell every motherfucker I deal with, goddamn, that's yours now. Merry Christmas. Like, figure out somewhere
that's crazy
for it to go, because I don't want nothing to do with it.
That's nasty. That dude nasty. What's his name again?
The guy?
Yeah, the guy.
Shit, I don't know.
The player.
Justin Tucker.
There we go.
What was your excuse last time you high? Nigga, I am drunk now. I am here. I am officially drunk. I'm glad it's toward the end, but I am officially drunk, nigga.
I got one more. It's called Strapped.
I got fucking 3 more.
Okay. Dad, girlfriend, what? Dad, girlfriend who left his 15-year-old, dad and girlfriend, who left his 15-year-old daughter ratchet strapped to tree next to chicken coop for 3 days.
Jesus Christ.
Because she went to the bathroom on herself and cannot be trusted. He's headed to prison. The dad and the girlfriend. Okay.
So the little girl, used the bathroom on herself.
She's 15.
And they ratchet strapped her
to a tree for 3 days.
You know, I had somebody I was dealing with for a very small window in time because I had to get the fuck away from that situation. She had a 12 or 13-year-old daughter who wasn't mentally handicapped or anything. Like, she was fine.
Yeah.
And was shit on herself.
Oh.
And I got the fuck away from there so fast.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, I got the fuck away. She was like, I need help. She won't stop shitting on herself. Can you say something to her? Absolutely not, ma'am. I am gone. Because why can't you? Why is this happening?
Mm-hmm. Hey.
And I got a tendency of having babies with motherfuckers that I'm with. And bitch, you can't control this one. You not about to. No, never. Because if I have a little 14-year-old that shits on themselves, we got problems. That was too much, wasn't it? Sorry about that. I told you I'm drunk.
An Oklahoma judge on Wednesday handed down stiff sentences to a couple who tied down a 15-year-old girl to a tree for 3 days because they felt she could not be trusted. Johnny James, he's 41, received 35 years in prison.
God damn.
After he pleaded guilty to child abuse and neglect. His girlfriend, Kayla Clark, she's 42, she's older than him, will be behind bars for 30 years after she pleaded guilty to child neglect and enabling abuse.
They throwing them years out like goddamn lottery tickets, nigga.
So the victim is now with a foster family and had the opportunity to make a victim impact statement during the sentence hearing. As long currently, hold on. That's
football numbers, nigga. Jesus Christ.
Says Washington County Sheriff's Office responded on July 28 to a home in Vera, a small town in northeast Oklahoma, about 25 miles north of Tulsa, for child abuse. A complaint, a probable cause arrest said. A woman told deputies a 15-year-old girl was tied up in the backyard and needed medical attention with a hole in her leg and lesions on her arms.
Oh my God.
The 911 caller said the girl had been there for 3 days and the caller was sneaking her food. What the fuck?
Just let her go.
The 15-year-old girl and her family were visiting from Texas. Deputies responded to the home and beside a red shed and a chicken coop, they saw the 15-year-old girl sitting on a rectangular piece of carpet, leaning over at the waist with the bandage below her knee and a ratchet-style tied-down strap around her. It just doesn't say where. Kyle spoke with the witness who the 15-year-old identified as her Nana. The woman at first did not want to be truthful and said she did not know about the girl's condition, but she then allegedly admitted to knowing what was going on, but was too afraid of James to say anything. James arrived home and immediately told deputies he tied her up because she cannot be trusted and likes to lie. He reportedly said she was not tied down long, maybe an hour while he was gone. James told deputies she was tied down on 2 separate occasions. Johnny explained that the time she was left outside was to go to the store or church the morning due. This morning due to her peeing and pooping on herself and not wanting it inside, so they sat her outside. That way, there's no mess. When Johnny was asked, he stated that this was the only option to keep her restrained because he did not know what else to do to help her.
Well, now you got 45 years to think about it, or whatever the
Yeah.
fuck they said they gave him.
Yeah, that's all I'm going. Yeah, fuck all that, because the rest of it just them doing their little talks.
Alright. Was that it for that one?
Yeah. Oh, my bad. The Department of Human Services took custody of the girl along with other children who were in the home. So she
Oh,
wasn't
shit,
the only
she
one.
wasn't the only one.
But she's the only one getting abused because she was shitting and pissing herself.
Yeah, she probably wasn't his. She was probably from a previous situation. Because usually when it's more kids in the house at one is getting done real bad, they not the biological
Yeah.
kid or the nigga, the man. Raggedy bastard. Jealous ex arrested after driving 700 miles to set fire to the home of a man talking to his former girlfriend.
Damn.
700. You know how mad you got to be to keep anger for 700 miles?
700 miles.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A Michigan man has been arrested and charged with 6 counts of attempted homicide after allegedly driving over 700 miles to Pennsylvania and setting fire to the home of a man who had been communicating with his ex-girlfriend, according to the police.
Damn, his ex-girlfriend.
His ex-girlfriend. The fire occurred around 5 a.m. on February 10th in Bensalem, Pennsylvania, completely destroying the 2-story home. 6 adults were inside the house at the time, with some forced to jump out of the 2nd-story windows to escape the flames. 2 dogs perished and the residents suffered injuries ranging from minor to severe. Authorities say a suspect, Harrison Jones of Rockford, Michigan, set the fire in a fit of jealousy after learning that his ex-girlfriend had been communicating with a 21-year-old Pennsylvania man. Surveillance footage captured a black sedan in the area, and license plate readers led police to Jones' home in Michigan, where they found him, and he matched the video of the person driving, and blah 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 blah. And he is currently being held in jail with no bond.
No bond.
No bond.
He looks like he wipes himself and licks it.
Yeah, he definitely smells his fingers. He definitely smells his fingers. You don't have any more, right?
No, I'm done.
All right, I got more. I've got more. Okay, this is a Sixer. This video went viral a little bit ago of 6 prison guards beating a nigga half to death. You could tell in the video that he's dead,
No.
but they tried to play like he wasn't.
I ain't never heard of this one.
6 New York prison guards charged with murder in the brutal beating of a handcuffed inmate. It seems that justice may finally be served in the case of a black inmate who was brutally beaten while handcuffed in New York. The murder charges have been filed in the death of Robert Brooks, a 43-year-old inmate who was savagely attacked by guards at Marcy Correctional Facility in December. Governor Kathy Hochul announced Thursday that arrests were pending. Robert Brooks should be alive today, Holcomb stated. The brutal attack on Mr. Brooks was sickening, and I immediately moved to terminate the employment of those involved. The grand jury indicted 6 correctional officers for second-degree murder and first-degree manslaughter, with 2 also facing gang assault charges. The identified suspects include Anthony Farron, Matthew Gallagher, Christopher Warith, David Kinsley, and Michael Mashaw. They have all pled not guilty. 17 employees, including 4 sergeants and 2 nurses, were suspended for involvement. Additional charges, including manslaughter and evidence tampering, were filed against 4 others. During the arraignment, an unidentified woman erupted in court yelling racist murderers, blah, 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 before being escorted out. Yeah, so I seen the video and it was terrible. So she is wrecking shop, and that is good.
That's what's up.
Yeah, because they in the video they was fucking Buddy up, and he was like, they was trying to act like he was resisting, but he was more so just trying to stop from getting fucked up.
Yeah.
And they had him cuffed, and they ended up like throwing him on like a stretcher, and they was whooping him on the stretcher, and then you could see like the life go out of his body. And then when they realized that, they start trying to act like they were like administering help, and then they like put him in the cell like he wasn't dead, but like you could tell he was dead. Like he wasn't unconscious, he was dead. Yeah, so
Yeah, that's why the same shit need to happen to them.
yeah. So once again, the actual fecals are Anthony Farina, Matthew Gallagher, Christopher Barth, David Kinsley, and Michael Shaw. They are all COs, which are the lowest level of anything in New York, in Marcy jail, and they have all been charged with the death of, like, look, you can even see that little still picture. Like, look how fucked up he was.
Damn.
Like, they was whooping his ass.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah. And all of them wasn't white. That's the craziest
That's
part
what I was
about
about
it.
to say.
That's the craziest part about it, because all of them wasn't white. A couple of them was white, but there was some niggas in there too. And then there was, and that's why I said, because in the video, there's a nurse and a few other people just standing there watching them do it. They've been indicted too.
Good.
And then they've been charged with tampering with evidence because they tried to help cover it up. Because like, so basically, she charged the motherfuckers with manslaughter and attempted murder that was actually put hands on them, and the motherfuckers that just stood there and kind of watched, they got charged too.
They get what's that one called? Where you're an accessory?
Yeah, accomplice.
Accomplice.
Okay, and this is my
That's
last one,
crazy,
right?
man.
This is my last one, correct?
You tell me.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's still my turn. I was asking.
I don't got no more. I don't got no more.
Okay.
Oh, I got a slip in. I don't know how real it is though. Oh, girl, that went over to, where was she at? Palestine? Not Palestine. Iraq.
The one that won't leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, apparently she left, and she ended up in Dubai
Oh,
with that same attitude.
and they treated her different over there.
I heard she got locked up.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
So I don't know if it's true or not, and I ain't heard nobody say nothing about it. She
I ain't heard nobody say nothing about it
She
either.
ain't been on TikTok, or nobody
Yeah.
got any TikToks about her. So that's the last thing I heard about her. But that was
Okay.
it.
Indiana man killed wife after she allegedly didn't appreciate his Valentine's Day plans.
Oh well. Wow.
Yeah. An Indiana man has been charged with murder after allegedly killing his wife on Valentine's Day. Reportedly because he was upset over her reaction to his romantic efforts. Taylor Meyer, 34, was arrested on Friday and charged with the murder of 36-year-old Deborah Meyer. Authorities say he stabbed her 40 times
Damn.
with a kitchen knife before sending a photo of her body to a man he suspected she was having an affair with.
Jesus. At least he didn't go 700 miles.
Wow. According to the probable cause affidavit, Jeffersonville, Indiana, police responded to the couple's home late on February 14th after receiving a call from someone who said Deborah Myers was in danger. The caller told police he had received a phone call from a number and heard her yelling for help in the background. While officers were on the scene, the same caller received a photo message from Deborah's phone showing her lifeless body on the floor. Jesus Christ. Police forced their way inside and found Meyer in an aggressive state, requiring officers to physically restrain him inside the home. Officers also found 3 young children, all under the age of 5. Deborah Myers was discovered with multiple stab wounds and was pronounced dead on the scene. During the interview with detectives, Myers allegedly admitted to the killing, claiming their marriage had been strained since he saw a photo of his wife holding hands with a coworker in January. And that's the man that he sent the picture of her dead body to.
Hey.
That's that nigga. He did that shit.
Oh, yeah, he did it.
He did that shit.
And he took the cat.
Yeah.
He took the cats with him. He was like, no, you motherfuckers can't stay. I got to take the cats with me.
Yeah, he did that. He did that shit. He did all that shit.
Sent the picture of, like, now we both can't have her.
Yeah, we both can't have her. Buck up.
I'm not a cuck. That's crazy, man.
What's the name of this one, brother?
I'm drunk right now.
I'm drunk right now.
Yeah, I'm drunk right now. Yes, sir. It's been another one. It's been a good one. Kind of needed to laugh and chuckle.
Yeah. It was necessary, man. I'm finally on the other end of that motherfucking sickness or flu or whatever the fuck I had for the last couple weeks. That shit been whooping my ass. I'm finally alive again and ready to live normal life.
Said, got him.
Yeah, whoop my ass. Do you understand me? I was down for about a solid 5 days in the bed, man. And probably about 4 days before that and after that I was just functioning. But 5 days in the middle where I was useless to the world.
Yeah, I feel you.
So yeah, I'm back.
I understand. But shit, welcome back, like Carter.
Hey, welcome back.
And you're drunk right now, everybody. He got to drink, last couple podcasts and stuff. So.
I'm drunk right now.
What was it, dry January?
Yeah, that shit's over. This has been loaded February. You understand me?
Loaded February.
I've been pouring alcohol on my sickness.
And this February been messed up because we had all this winter shit.
Nah, it's been all bad. I really feel for my grandmother.
Once you get here? Or is she here already?
No, she'll be here on the 22nd, which is Saturday.
It is? Yeah.
Yeah, because today is technically Friday.
It's the 20th.
It's the 21st now. Thursday was the 20th. It's Friday now.
Oh, shit.
So it's technically the 21st. So she'll be here Saturday.
Oh, yeah.
She is moving down here because she is elder and she shouldn't be living by herself. And she's moving down here with my parents. But my grandmother has never lived anywhere besides New Orleans and Oakland, California.
Oh.
She has never seen snow.
Ooh.
And she will be down here tomorrow.
You better get her some Long Johns, some extra ones.
Yeah, and it is probably fucking 10 degrees outside.
And to her, it's going to feel like
It's
negative
gonna feel
30.
like negative 52. Yeah, so my poor granny. I'ma love to see her. I haven't seen her since she came down here. Whenever we took that picture, which was probably about 6 years ago.
Okay. And it was
But
warm.
that was summertime.
It looks warm that day.
Yeah, it was summertime. I got on shorts. So we'll see how that pans out. She's coming down to like I said, to move with my parents. So she's gonna be introduced to the ass end of Indianapolis winter.
And it's taking a shit.
Yeah, it's taking a big shit.
Shit, it's taking a shit everywhere.
Yeah, he really is. It really is.
As long as we ain't flooded and iced up.
Yeah. I'll do it, whatever we got going, because, nigga,
Good.
I've been watching the videos everywhere else, and I'll take what we got going on right now. Some flurries and a little snow.
A little
and
snow, a little powder.
a little cold, a little bit of cold.
I like the cold. That's all good. You know, just the powder and these idiots out here trying to drive in it.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's all good.
So, but as always, man, we appreciate y'all.
Yep. Like, subscribe, all that good shit. Tell a friend to tell a friend that will tell a friend.
And tell that friend to tell their mama I said hello.
No balloons popped over here.
Yeah, no balloons. Peace.
Peace.
think that's a good one.